The Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka decided to maintain policy interest rates at their current levels. Accordingly, the standing deposit facility rate and standing lending facility rate will remain at 7.25% and 8.5% respectively. According to CBSL, the board's decision is consistent with stabilising inflation at mid-single-digit levels in the medium term, thereby contributing to a favourable growth outlook for the Sri Lankan economy.
And we've also seen in the first 4 or 5 months of the year that there has been a widening of the trade deficit and the current account deficit. So if you loosen monetary policy when the trade deficit is worsening and the current account is deteriorating, clearly you could play into a balance of payments crisis. And we've also seen pressure on the exchange rate. And the other factor that we need to keep an eye on is the fiscal performance. The government is likely to meet the June 30 targets on the fiscal front, but clearly there is always pressure on the fiscal side, and we would need to watch that.
The governor touched on the reasons behind the low growth in the first quarter of the year. According to the Department of Census and Statistics, the Sri Lankan economy grew by 3.2% year-on-year in the first quarter of 2018, compared to the revised annual growth rate of 3.3% in 2017. The governor also added that the central bank expects the year to end with a growth rate of between 4% to 4.4%.
The relationship between interest rates and growth, between credit growth and economic expansion has been weakening. So the reason for low growth is not the cost of funds. There are lots of other things which affect confidence in the country, sentiment, expectations, structural problems. All these need to be addressed. By just reducing interest rates and pumping money into the economy, particularly at a time when the trade deficit and the current account deficit are deteriorating, is not a prudent course of action. And the way to boost growth is through factor market reform, through a better investment climate, through better investment promotion, through better trade facilitation, through better using our trade policy to take advantage of our location.
Governor, do you still maintain the same growth expectation, around 5%?
No, I think that we are in the process of revising that. I think 5% growth would be very ambitious indeed, because we've had 3.2% growth in the first quarter. It will pick up in the second half.